I had to paint some background pages, so I just thought I'd come on, see what everybody's up to. Hi, Amber. No real plans, just putting a bunch of paint on the background for a future project. Yeah, these are kind of bright, huh? Anyone who knows me, I love brights. And some people go, why do you use, a card? Well, it covers it super, super fast. It's a thin coat, so it dries really fast. And I'm lazy. I love to play, but I'm lazy. So it's a win-win. Yeah, I'd already started one before, and then I thought, oh, let me just go on. I'll show you one I already started. I put lots of different layers, so it will tone it down a little bit, and then I'm going to stamp over it. So, and then I put my the color shifts, so those make it look really cool. So this is how I start off, and go from there. I gotta get my other colors. Let's see. What I did on the other one is on top of it, I love my metallics. So when you start putting the metallics up over it, then it looks really super cool. Hey, Lisa. So let's put some on there. Even though I like bright, I got to be practical and tone some of it down, or else, it'll be crazy. I don't know 100% what I'm going to use these for. I usually do a lot of them and I just keep them on hand, but I am working on, well, let me backtrack. Starting with this year, I'm putting kits together every month, and because I always sell kits on my Etsy shop. But what I'm doing this year is, in addition to the kits, they're going to be what I'm going to do here on my channel is we're going together make something with those particular kits, and we'll do it online together. So those that bought the kit, then they'll have all the supplies, and we'll just do it together. And those that don't buy it can play along and use whatever they have at home. And so this month's January's, they've already been sold and gone out, and we're going to start working on those on the 15th together. And for February's, I'm putting the kits together, and those are going to be Freda. And her and her color and her art, if you're not familiar with her, she does, to say the very least, unique art with very vivid colors. And so I think that these are going to be a part of that project. I'm never 100% sure what I'm doing. Hi, Anita. Hey, JJ. As soon as you get your package, Jennifer, if you can let me know right away, That way I'm not like worried because I really hope you get it before the 15th. I won't have to worry about the next month because you already have your project for that one, so I won't worry. Yeah, I'll give you a sneak peek. What I'm going to do, I don't really know because this is all new to me as far as doing it online with you guys, but I'll probably do like 2 different versions. But here's the beginning. I'm not done yet. I just started putting it together. But this is some of the cloth, the Cantha cloth that I put in the kit, and I thought, ooh, wouldn't it be kind of cool just to make a soft cover one? And then those that like harder cover ones and like more drama, I started with this one. And those of you that are familiar with her work, you know she has several self-portraits where she has barbed wire around her neck. So this kind of mimicked that. So that's just a little, you know, something for you to anticipate. Let me find some more of these. Let's see. Maybe I'll put a little bit of, woohoo, there we go. I said a little, but you know. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, that's the, not complaint. I won't use the word complaint, but that's the issue I see a lot. You know, people will buy kits and then they just sit, you know, on a shelf or on their desk or somewhere because they like the idea of the product in there, but then they don't really know, or they're not maybe inspired of what to do with it. So this way, if you don't have an idea of your own, then you can play along with us. If you got your own idea, well, that's even better, you know. But if you don't, um, and you know, and when we do it together, you know, I might show 4 or 5 different things in the journal, and there might be just one thing, a takeaway. Go, oh, I want that in my journal, you know, and then you end up doing that, which is really cool, you know. And like I say, this is the first year I'm doing that. So we're going to be learning together. You know, after the first maybe 2 or 3 times of doing it, we'll kind of get a hang, at least I will, you know, what you're looking for, or, you know, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So I think that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Afraid to mess, exactly, people are afraid to mess it up, but if I show you how to mess it up in a cool way, well then, you know, then you go, oh yeah, I can mess that up just as good as Rosemary can. I didn't know I could mess up as good as Rosemary. Hey, we can all mess up together. So what I'll do is I'll put a bunch of paint on this and set it to a side, and then I'll come back and do some stamping on it, or you know, something like that. And let me get those corners, and I just kind of build upon, you know, a couple of layers. And ooh, I wonder what this would look like. Green metallic over all this yuck. Hey, my best results have been the result of what you would probably term it as a mess up. Because sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes you have an idea, whoops, you have an idea of what you want to do. And then when you actually sit down to do it, it just doesn't play out the way you envisioned it, you right? So then you get kind of discouraged. But then, I don't know about you, but it seems like what I end up having to do with my mess up, I usually end up liking better than what I had originally planned. And I think through the years, I've learned to let go and not even really plan anything. You might have a general idea, you know, like, oh, you want it to be floral, or you want it to look, you know, bright and cheery, or, you know, just kind of a basic plan. But other than that, you know, I've just learned to let it go. Just let it go. Whatever happens, that's what's going to happen. Because, you know, I mean, again, these are just my opinions now, so don't get offended. But I think art is about, like, you know, like free flow. You know, I know if you're a fine artist, you have to follow rules, and, you know, you have to put certain colors to make certain colors, but that's for fine artists, right? But for a Joe Schmo like me that just likes to make journals and collage and, you know, do stuff like that, I think the less you think, the better. Because I think I think we tend to stifle our creativity with logic. And, you know, free expression of art, I think, is the opposite of logic. It's just going with the flow and working with what happens, you know. Okay, so for now, I would call this done just for now. Not forever, but for now. And then I'll set this aside. The next plan with that will be doing a little bit of stamping, but we'll do that later. All right, so what colors do I have here? Ooh, I haven't even used this. I like using stuff I haven't used. Let me open this up. This is a neon purple. Woohoo! How about that? Let me get this thing open. Okay. This, are you talking about this or this? A or B? If you're talking about this is just like a credit card. This is a tool that you work with clay that I use for my encaustic. And it's pointy, so it helps me open things. Okay. This hasn't been opened, so I gotta shake it up a little bit. Oh, hi, Lisa. I didn't see you come in. Why? Because, you know me, I don't look down enough to read. Whoa, look at that color. I don't know how it's coming across with you guys, but this is bright. Well, no wonder. It's neon. It's supposed to be bright. All right. Yeah, well, see, Cynthia, when you use this, see, look, I'm just putting a dot, and a dot, right? And because this thing is so thin, it puts the paint on in a super thin layer. Like, this is almost dry. So when I come back with this, it's not going to muddy it up. And plus, I'm not going back and forth with the brush. I know exactly what you're saying. I've had that problem a lot too. But see, look, no mud. And really, when you put purple and red, you know, it does get kind of, it can get kind of yucky. And then, but by the time I come back with another color, it's dry. So I love using that. You use a lot less paint, and it's dry in no time because it is so thin. Plus, how much money have we wasted on different kinds of brushes because we don't clean them right? Well, if you mess this up, who cares? You don't have to wash it off. It just builds up and, who cares? Now, if you want to get fancy smancy, you can get those silicone things. I forget what they're called. I guess they're called scrapers or something. They have real ones for art. But if you go to the baking department at the craft stores, they have the same thing for practically half the price. And they're made out of silicone because they're used for, when you're cooking and baking and things like that. So, and then if you get them at, like at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, then you can get them, 40, 50% off. So it comes out pretty cheap. Okay. And then if you're a collager, these work out really good, to now see if this had been done with a brush, this would have all been crazy, right? But it's pretty dry. And you can even see, because it is so thin, your other colors show through whatever you're putting there on top of it, which is really cool. So you really get the layered effect that way. I was going to say something else, and I forgot in my own brain in 2 seconds what I was going to say. You probably saw me go kind of blank there for a second, right? Like that was like an incoherent sentence. Now, my favorite thing to do on these, I'm not sure if I'll do it or not, but I love cutting, those of you that follow my collaging, I love taking black and whites out of magazines and cutting them out. And when you have these colored backgrounds and then you go ahead and collage black and white over it, oh, it just looks so cool. It doesn't matter if you've ever collaged before, it'll look like you're a pro. It makes you look good, even, when you may not know what you're doing. It makes it look like you do. Look how pretty that red just goes right, shines right through. So pretty. Even though I went over it with that orange. And also, if you like doing this and your colors don't seem to, shine, what am I trying to say? If you don't see layers on top of layers as far as colors and it just like blobs of paint, what I found works really well is if you work with the regular acrylics and also your the neon ones, because neon colors are really see-through colors. Like this is a neon and that's a neon, and you can see how this just shone right through it. So I would use a combination of, just your regular, like, flat or satin finish acrylic paint plus some neons. And that really will help, seeing through all the different colors. And that's what makes it look cool too. Okay, what else I want to put on there? Now, my other favorite colors, which really look really cool on this too, is Color Shift. Now, they're not cheap as far as, cheap paint goes, because they are, folk art. They're not professional grade paints or anything. But, like this you can get for $1. These cost 3 something. So, as far as cheap paint goes, they're kind of expensive. But again, you can get them on sale and stuff like that. But these, when it comes to your collage and you're wanting to make these layers of colors, they are really super cool too, because They're semi-transparent, and then the color shifts when you move it, you know, in the light. So they're really super cool to work with. I like them a lot. And they're by Folk Art. I don't remember how many colors they have. I think maybe like about 10 or so. I think I maybe have 5 of their colors. Hey, Kathy. You have to work tomorrow. Be careful, Kathy. You guys, I mean, we're going to have the bad weather too, but I think you guys are going to have it worse than us by tomorrow night, right? We're going to have really bad weather. Oh, no. Ooh, I like that. That looks pretty cool, huh? Yep, I like it. Now, if you guys like to make tags, this is perfect. You make all these and you just cut them all up into the size of the tags you want to make. And if these aren't thick enough, you know, you can just glue them or sew them onto cardstock or manila folders. That's what I use usually. Every time I go to a consignment shop, I look for manila folders. You can get them really super cheap. And I like to use them for the background if I want something a little sturdier. Oh no, Kathy, outdoors. What are you doing? What are you doing outdoors? Let me think. What kind of guesses can I have? What would you be doing outdoors? You're working in a nursery. I don't know. Where are you working? What else is outdoors? Why can't I think of something outdoorsy? Hey, Kathleen. We're just making background pages right now. Whoa. Uh-oh. That's way too much. So, hold on. Hold on, kids. Okay. I think that one's done for now. I might need a different kind of orange. Oh, no, I don't think I want that. Let's try something different. Ooh, tomato. Oh, Oh, now see, I would have never thought of that. Driving the cars in and out. Yep, you're gonna get wet, that's for sure. Yeah, that's right, Kathleen. Lots of exercise too. And you know why she's doing this, right? Why she's got that job? I'm gonna tattle on you, Kathy. Whoops, I think this is too dry. Watch. When it comes out, it's gonna be the whole jar. Uh-oh. I feel it moving around. It's there. Uh-oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh, look at that. It's like super duper. It looks like a Frosty. Uh-oh. Well, I better not use that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Let's just spread that around. See, that's going to be too thick. I'm trying to keep it thin. Here I am telling you guys, let's keep this thin. And this is super thick now. It'll take longer to dry. Oh no. Man, it's like lipstick. Okay, forget that. Next. Well, today we've had a very unusual winter period. It was really super warm today. It was like, what was that? Oh, that's a big old goober. It was almost 70 today, which is crazy. Okay, listen, you want to hear crazy weather. I'm sure a lot of you have crazy weather. Today was almost 70. Tomorrow is supposed to be almost 70, which is Friday. And then when we wake up Saturday morning, it's supposed to be snowing. That's why we're having this severe weather overnight, Friday night, because the warm and the cold are colliding. And of course, they're colliding right over our house. So we're going to have thunderstorm, we're going to have wind, chances of tornadoes, the whole thing. I mean, you name it, it's going to be happening over our house tomorrow night. So I better double check, see if I have insurance. So it has been crazy. Ooh, I like it with that orange lipstick. Woohoo. Looks pretty cool. I like it. I live in Arkansas, the middle of the country, the armpit of America. That's where I am. Ooh, well, I don't think I want that. So yeah, we're going to get it all tomorrow night. You name it, we'll have it. I told my dogs, you're not going out after a certain time. And I have a poor little big elderly dog, and I have to take him out when he goes out. It isn't like I can just open the door and say, run, run. So it's like, okay, buddy, you and I are going to have a little conversation. I think I put too much red. What do you guys think? I think that's too much. Yeah. Oh, I guess it wasn't. It was almost done. I'd used it all. Never mind. I thought there was still a lot more there. Okay. All right. So now. Cynthia, what time is it where you are? You're being naughty. Oh, so you're on the East Coast. Somewhere. East Coast time. Yeah, it is past your bedtime. Oh, oh, New York. Oh, you guys are gonna get bad weather, right? On what is that? It get you guys probably like around Sunday. All that snow and everything going up there. It's the buildup of what we're getting. It's kind of like moving whoop, all the way up. Not fun. Whoops. I remember those days. I used to live in Rhode Island. I remember real winters. And then I lived in the mountains in California. And that was snow. Real snow. Real snow. Here, if we get, if we get a dusting, it's a big deal here. I mean, literally, it's a big deal. They'll close down the school if there's a dusting on the road because nobody knows how to drive in it here. I just laugh. Boy, I stay off the road because they're crazy. They're crazy people here. All right. Oh, Kathleen can stay up a little bit longer. She's on the West Coast, so she's allowed to stay up a little bit. This is fun. This is very relaxing. I like doing this. Oh, Cynthia, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it tonight. Were you here when I showed? I do stamping on it and then put other layers on it. So this is one I did earlier. And basically, and then I put that woohoo, that paint that shimmers back and forth. I love that. And then I just kind of stockpile my stuff and do work with it. But these I do have plans. These are for my Freda journal, my personal one, or maybe the one I sell. I don't know. I say personal, and I never end up keeping my journals because the only journals I like working in myself personally are my glue book journals. I love working in those. And they don't have to be anything fancy. So basically, I love making journals. I'm just not a traditional journal girl. So that's why I just make them and sell them. Because I don't journal. I don't journal. That's a lost cause. I don't know how many times I've told myself, oh, wouldn't it be kind of cool? No, no, and no. That's just not who I am. I've decided don't try and change what can't be changed or what you don't want to put enough effort into changing. I don't want to put up enough effort. So. Ooh, I like that. Hot diggity dog. See, just when you think you might be done, just throw another color on it, see what happens. It's just paper. And it's not ruined if it looks kind of ugly, because when you stamp over it, well, then you start looking at other layers. Right now, you're just looking at the paint colors. After you start adding stuff on, well, you know, it starts looking different. Maybe I need a little bit of something, a little tiny bit of dark something here. Just a little bit, and a little bit here. Okay. And you know, as far as balance and symmetrical, it means absolutely nothing because it's all going to get cut up. So, you know, yeah, I got a big heaviness over here and a heaviness over here, and it's kind of floating in the middle. But you know, it's okay. I'm not doing a painting, so it really doesn't. It doesn't matter. It just does not matter. Let's see. I think I might want to put a tiny bit, little bit more purple because this side has no purple, and I might want to include my purple all over. Be able to use more pieces of purple. I never include purple as, you know, like a favorite color or anything, but I kind of do like it. And I never did. It's kind of weird. It's kind of growing on me. Okay, so for now, this stage, I would call this done. And look, I mean, it's dry already because it's damp, but the paint is not going to, you know, get all crazy. It's pretty much dry. Ta-da! Hey, Carla. Who else? Who else is here? I forgot to see. Probably everybody. Everybody. All right. What do I have? What colors do I have down here? Tangerine. Ooh, let's try tangerine. Is it blurry? It looks blurry on my monitor. Is it blurry on YouTube? I took off the yeah, Carla. You know I'm always in some kind of a zone. I wonder what happened. Oh, see, I took off the automatic and it looks like the automatic is back. I hate that autofocus thing. So I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that, ladies. And my crazy thing, once I've gone live, it won't let me go into the control system to change it. I would like have to stop streaming, and oh, it's just crazy. I haven't figured it out yet. Nobody gives me like a logical answer, except for maybe I just have a really cheap webcam, and you know, other ones let you go in afterwards. It doesn't let me go in, so I'm kind of stuck with what I've got. All right. Oops. Woohoo! Look at that. That isn't cool. I don't know what is. Hey, Patricia. Okay. Well, you'll just have to bear with me, guys, because I can't get into the controls. So let's just hope it cooperates. Oh, forgot I had some up there. Why didn't you guys tell me? Now, see, this is that color shift I mentioned earlier. See how you can see right through it? But then that's when you move the paper around, the color literally changes. It's really cool. Alrighty, let's find. Ooh, what's this? Aquamarine. Just don't start snoring, Kathy. Hey, Amber, go for it. Ooh, can you hear the train? The air must have shifted. Usually we can't hear it when the wind's blowing one direction. Oops. I was doing so well, not getting it all over me. And then, that's right, Kathy. We won't hear you. Or will we? Mm-hmm. You know, technology these days, you just don't know. You don't know what kind of app we might have. We'll just keep her guessing. Get her all paranoid. Okie dokie. I think this one is done for now. What do you guys think? It might be like a little too, I might need a little something right here to break it up a little tiny bit. Because even if I do a tag, it might be all too much one color there. Yeah, that's a little bit better. All right. Okay. That's a little better. Ta-da! Hi, Shelly. Yay! How many do I have already? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 already. And for those of you, in case somebody asked and I didn't notice, watch out because this is probably going to get all woohoo. Because I got to get close to the camera. This is called a sketch pad. That's the thickness of the paper. It's 70 pound and it's 14 by 17. And I always get this when it's 50% off. So I'm getting 125 sheets, you know, for basically like 13 bucks. And I like this weight working with the paints like this. And this paper, coffee and tea dyes beautifully. And when I do my eco printing, this also prints really, really well. So I use this for a lot of different things. It is not a one-trick pony. Okay, look at this. Cadmium orange. Gotta try it. Uh-oh, Beth's in the house. Look out. I won't tell him your secret, Beth. She's got a fun secret. Good thing I'm not a blabbermouth. Or am I? I just might be. You never know. Wow, this is really some strong paint. Yeah. Well, you can really tell the difference when you use, look at this. You can really, like some people say, oh, what's the difference in paint? You know, just buy the cheap one. Well, this was latex paint. And you can see how far that little bit went compared to when I work with other stuff, right? So there is a difference. Definitely a difference. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it says. Whoops. Can you read that? Latex. That thing went all over the place. A little more than I anticipated. But oh well. Let's see. Yes, I do, Kathleen. It's pretty nasty business. Pretty nasty business. That's why I have my Sneak app on mute. Wow, this is a great one. Okay, what did I do different? Latex. That's what I did different. Hey, Patricia. How many do we have in the house now? 3? Maybe. 2 for sure. Those of you just joining us, we're just playing around with paint, making some background papers. Trying to act like we know what we're doing, but we don't. Yeah, Kathy, it's gonna put you to sleep, huh? Watching me layer paint. You're gonna get sleepy. Now, see, I'm just going crazy with all these, different colors. But, you can see how it would work if you had a theme and see you just wanted all greens. You had all different kinds of shades of greens. How it would look pretty cool. I want to see what a little bit of neon does up there. Whoops, all over my hand. Kind of cool. Need something a little dark down here. Tiny bit. Okay. I'm really crowding myself in. All these colors are starting to encroach on me. Like, oh, I'm being attacked. All right. I need a little bit, just a tiny bit to cover up these edges. I try not to leave too much white, at least for this particular thing that I want to do with these. Sometimes I leave the some white on purpose, but this particular one, I don't think I want that much white exposed. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. Woohoo. What did I do with these? I'm going to show you a couple of things that I did earlier with the jelly plate. I've been kind of like doing printing off on day to day. I'm going to get all this stuff out of the way. Where did I put them? Oh, they're over here. Yes. And these are just going to be backgrounds also. And these are just done on deli paper. So I did this on the jelly plate. And so I just did a bunch of backgrounds that I'll be using later on. I used mostly metallics with this particular. I'm going to be making some paper kimonos, and I want to be using some of these. And I wanted them to all have a little bit of metallic on them. And then I'm going to stamp on them with, some Asian script and stuff like that. So those will be fun to play with. And then these are made from Asian calligraphy paper. It's super, super thin, but I like the way it looks. And this, what I did, this was also done on a jelly plate. So these were fun. And then I'll come back and do, and use these in that same project that I was talking about. This one got a little ripped, but it's okay. I'm going to rip them all anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Hello, Abril. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Let me get these sorted so I can fold them up, put them away. Whoops. So needless to say, I've been having some fun with some paper today. I've been a paper. Whoa, the light just. If you lose me, or I lose you, every way you want to look at it, it's because right now we're having like a thunderstorm, and the lights just flickered, so I may lose my internet at any moment. So, not to worry. We're not having bad storms or anything right now, but we are in the distance. There's a lot of electrical storms, and it's not even raining or anything here right now. But just so you know, if that happens, it's no big deal. I mean, as far as the weather and everything here. Let me straighten these all out, or else I'll really have a mess. Okay, here we go. So that's my other project. And see, this is what I do. Because a lot of people want to know about people's process or how they think or how they do things. I get bored really easily, and I never stick to one project. So even though I was doing printing, for most of the day today, it was for different projects. So I was using different papers, and I was using different techniques, and I was using different types of colors. As you can tell, this is very monotone, monochromatic, and then when I got bored with that, then woo, brought out the rainbow colors and got started on that one. So that's kind of how I work. I just hop from one thing to another. So I have like bins and baskets for a project. And when I do something, then I'll just throw it in that bin. So I know, okay, well, it's over there. When I want to work on that project again. That's how that's been going. Okay, so what do I want to do now? Do we need to make some more of those? I have this cool thing. I'll show you another project. This is a totally different project, but I'm going to use papers similar to these. So it's kind of sort of, there we go. Kind of, sort of, related, but not really. Anyway, but going back to like black and whites and things like that. This is a sketch, all right? Now you can already, I hope you can already see how beautiful this would look. Let me get this out of the way so I can't get that in frame. I got stuff in the way. All right. All right, so what I would do with this is I would cut this out and glue that. Just one section on. Why don't we do that? Let me get the scissors. And some of it I don't even want to cut. I want to tear. So let's tear what I want to tear. I'm a great believer in tearing. Of course, it doesn't go for all looks, but I like the used, worn, kind of, trashy looks. So tearing works for me. Oops. It works for almost all my projects. Now, do you see how that already looks? So cool right there. And then you could find other places. Now, see how that looks like you've got a sunset going behind it. See how cool that looks. I just really like that look. And that would be a beginning, of a collage that you want to make. Or if you had it already cut out into the size of the page that maybe you're going to put in a journal and it's already cut to the size, then you could just put it wherever it's going to fit on your page so that when you fold it, it's in the right place. But I think that's really fun to work with. And even though this was one picture, you can cut this up and make it be, various things. And, you could just take out like the windows and put those on there. And, ooh, why don't we do that? And cut the window, like you're seeing through the building. Oh, oh, let's do that. Let's do that. Let me see. What do I have? Okay, those of you that know me, I'm really going out on a limb for you guys because I can't stand this. Okay. Because see, this is up like on the bell tower, so it would be looking out and about. It's not part of the. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I know I don't have to explain it to you guys. Because if I try to explain, I'll probably cut myself. All right, let's see. Nope, that's not all the way through. But you know what? I don't want to get my finger that close to it because I don't like doing that. But I do have my little itty bitty scissors, so let's use my little. I know I'm doing it from the backwards, but I can see where the line is better back there. Okay. Look how pretty. That's already gonna look. This is already gonna look so cool. Look. Look, it's looking through the sunset. How cool is that? Well, you can't see that because it's not glued down, but you get the idea. I know you get the idea. So let's do another one. Hey, I did better that time. Oh, that's looking so cool. I might have to cut those little ones out too. Oh my goodness. I'm really asking for trouble. I'm really asking for it. Okay. And these are even smaller. So it gives me less room for a mistake. Oh, I went straight and I wasn't supposed to. Are you holding your breath for me? Thank you. Okay. Woohoo, almost. Oops, I went a little close over there. I might have destroyed one of the arches in the window. We'll have to fake that out a little bit. We'll have to fake it. Okay. Yep, that little arch is now under construction. Oh, you can't tell from that way. Okay, I shouldn't have said anything. I did a wonderful job, ladies. Don't worry about it. Sheer perfection. No problems. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that. How pretty. And then you could position it if you wanted other colors coming through. Oh, how cool is that? I think I like it with the sunset, though. And I like this because it looks kind of Moroccan. I wonder if we should see through there. I don't think you see through there, right? I don't think so. I think there's a floor right there, and that's inside somehow. I'm guessing, but I do think you could see through those. Or is that just looking in the house? I'm not sure. I say let's leave it alone because knowing me, I'll do something wrong. But anyway, is that cool or what? The towers to the right have to see through. The towers to the right. You mean here? Right here? Is that what you're talking about? Here? Okay. Okay. Just color them. Oh my goodness, where is the challenge in that? I'm not afraid to color. I'm afraid to cut. Oh dear. Don't make life easy for me now. I can do that on my own. Oops. Oopsie. I might have gone a little too far into the window. We shall see. Oh, no. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Oh, it could open and close even. Look how cool is that? Oh, I need to do that with the door. Oh, no, you wouldn't be looking outside, though, for the door. Never mind. Wrong idea. Oh, how cute. Look how cute. This is stinking cute. I love that. Miss Gigi, hello. Did I say hello to Janice? No, I did. See, I forget if I even said hello to Janice. I think I did. Shelly, did I say hello to Shelly? I've missed people. Well, I had a knife in my hand. That's my excuse. When you have a knife in your hand, you have to concentrate. Okay, so now I'm wondering if we should be looking through there too. If we're looking through them, why aren't we looking through those? Answer me that, ladies. Yeah, but if I open the doors, I don't want to, you don't want to like be seeing out in the backyard, right? I don't know what you'd be seeing. That's the problem. But would you see through there or not? That's the question. I mean, I know they're openings, but if it's like enclosed in the back, you wouldn't be seeing through it, right? You just be seeing dark. Yeah, there'd have to be like a courtyard or something. Then I have to go and find a tree and you know what I'm saying? Or a water fountain or something to put back there. Oh. Anyway, so you guys get the idea though, right? Right, the dark is you wouldn't see through. So I don't think you'd see through there. Here you do because it's like up above and blah blah blah. So I'm guessing, but hey, it's my story, right? You can see through if I say you can. And then this thing I tore off. Maybe I should put it on back on there. Did I tear it off of there? Oh no, I tore it off of there. But wouldn't that look cool if I put that over here? That might like cool. And then I can have those open. All of those open through. Yeah, I just might have to redesign the building. Anyway, so you kind of get the idea of how when you have these bright backgrounds, if you get a very, very neutral something, even if you had a black and white picture of a beautiful oak tree or something, and you'd like to fussy cut, which I'm not a fussy cutter, as you can tell, I tore all that and then really did that. But it would look gorgeous back there, and it would look like you had this natural sunset with all these beautiful colors with that really graphic black and white tree. It would look really pretty. Yeah. So just options to think about if you hadn't, if you like doing you know, glue books, and if you like working with black and whites, which are my favorites. That's another option. Right now, my glue book, my black and white glue book, I'm doing it on pages that are also black and white. So it's kind of, blah, blah, blah. But I like the blah, blah, blah look. I think it looks pretty dramatic. But if you know, haven't worked with black and whites and you think it'd be kind of boring, well, hey, do it on a really crazy background and it'll look really pretty. It'll be cool. It will be cool. All right. So what else? I, I've been going crazy with my paints today. What else have I done today? I know it wasn't the only thing I did. Well, I did some organizing because every time I do a project, I throw everything all over my tables here. You know how all of us do. But when you're doing multiple projects, I'm forced, which is a good thing. I'm forced to put things away where it goes with that project, or else, I'll never find it again. So I was like setting up my projects and stuff, and I received where is it? Forget where I put it because I haven't put it away yet. I received some fabric that I ordered for our February um, project, which I was really excited. I wasn't sure what it was going to look like, but I really super duper like it. So I'm glad because I had to pay for it. When I say pay for it, a little more than I normally pay for stuff, but it's okay. It's going to look beautiful. You put this away. So I leave it up to you guys. Should I? What do you want? What do you want to do? What do you guys want to do? I'm taking a drink of my drink here. Oh, that was good. Oh, thank you, Janice. Thank you very much. Um, what do you guys want to do? Hello, 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 hello. Uh-oh, it's already 11:30. I'm up to suggestions if you have any, and if I have the stuff, and if I know how to do it. Oh, I'll show. What did I wait? What did I do with them? Okay, I don't know how many because I lose track of who's at whose streams and things like that. But how many of you bought those resin castings from Patty at her life sale? Anybody here buy any of those? Just curious. Because if I show you, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, then you won't know what I'm talking about, even if I show you. You want to see, I want to see what you made the designs on the page with. Okay, which designs are you talking about, Kathleen? You mean these designs? Is that what you mean? Oops, she said no. Oh, stencils. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. I have that. I was just getting ready to put those away, and I have them in a nice little pile, and I'll show that to you. These particular ones, I think they're all stamps. I was using these. You can see that right there. I don't know where that is. This is these flowers right here. I think that is that right there, or it's this one. Oh no, it's this one. And the way that I did this was while I was doing my other project that I showed you with those the deli papers and the rice papers. When I was working on the jelly plate, what I would do is I would go like this on the jelly plate to create the pattern and print off the jelly plate. And what I lifted off the jelly plate with this, then I stamped, just on my paper here. And then I came back and did the painting like I did with you guys. So this is basically a clean off page from my other project, and then I painted over it. So these are all stamps. And you can tell I'm naughty. I don't really clean them. I just keep going. I just keep going. I tell everybody else to clean stamps, but I'm naughty sometimes. Yeah, these stamps are pretty cool. I've had these forever. These are old. I mean, when I very, very first got into, well, when I say old, I've only been doing mixed media, any of this stuff. I've been doing it for like about 4 years. So when I say old, I mean, it's like some of the first stuff I bought. And I think I got these at a garage sale. I was very excited. I later came to find out that, these things could be expensive. Oh, I got this one on sale. This was $2.50. But I know these were in like about, 10 bucks or something. And I think this was a $2 one from Michael's, I think. And then I got this one at a garage sale. And I don't even remember where I got. I think this is a $2 Michael's too. But I don't even think they have the $2 ones anymore. They used to have $1 and $2 ones. I don't see these at all anymore. Again, like I say, that was about 4 years ago. So that's that. The brocade. Yeah. That one's really pretty. Yep. I hardly go. The only thing I buy now, the only thing that I buy outside of a secondhand store, or a consignment shop or garage sale is basically when I need ink, for my stamps and copy paper. and this kind of paper, my printing paper stuff that I use for my printing. That's pretty much it. I don't buy anything else anymore. I tell people that are new to all this, you know, buy as little as you can, because we all get all enthusiastic and excited, and we want this and we want that. And people will tell you that's been doing this for a while, that they have stuff sitting around in their studio that they haven't even opened up. Stuff like mixed media paints and stains and all that kind of stuff and everything. Because really, they just remarket the same thing. They just give it a different name and a different packaging and a different person selling it. And it's just paint or it's just ink. It's nothing new. They haven't invented anything. So, that's just the way it is. Oh, I have to admit, I do still buy napkins. And I need to sell my napkins. Anybody wants any napkins, I need to do a major destash of my napkins, because I cannot justify buying new napkins. And I need new napkins because I've already used all the ones I have. I know everybody has too many napkins. So do I. It's crazy. I got to find those newbies out there that say, "Oh, I can't find any cute napkins." Trust me, I have them. I have them all. I'm willing to share. Shelly has no Oh my goodness, Shelly. Have you come to the right person? But do you need them or you just want some? Oh. Maria is in the house. Hello. I've been hearing that there's flooding in different parts of Europe. I didn't catch exactly where, but I saw some cars floating down the road, just like they happen over here sometimes. Bad, really bad. The weather's just crazy. If there's not fires, there's floods. Let's see. I know, Amy, me too. Hello, did I say hello to you, Amy? Yeah, I think most people, unless you're new, have lots of napkins. Shelly doesn't have enough, so that's good. Shelly, you need me. I need you. I mean, you just got here. Very good. We were playing with all kinds of paints and doing backgrounds and getting ready for my various projects. I'm doing all like the prep work for like 2 or 3 different projects I'm doing. So I'm not really actually doing the project. I'm just doing all the prep work for it, which to me is almost as fun. Sometimes it's more fun than actually doing the project. I'm kind of crazy that way. I like all the prep stuff. And like when I do kits, I call it shopping in my own place here, because I run around looking for all the like things to put into a kit, and I just have so much fun putting those together. I don't know why. It's just I don't know. I really enjoy doing that. You were listening to Keisha. Keisha's on. Oh, well, see. CJ. Hi, Alexis. New people are coming in. I think CJ got all that bad weather we're going to get like in a day. Oh, see, I never check to see who's on, because everybody's on all the time. So I just go on when I feel like it. Give people choices to watch whoever they want to watch, whatever they want to learn, or just mess around. Okay, so that was that question. I answered that. Next question. Next question. CJ, all my moderators, none of my moderators are here. I put you as a moderator, okay? I mean, I don't know. I've been doing all this kind of stuff for like how long I've been here? An hour and a half. I was winding down. So you guys got to let me know if there's a question as far as the projects, or you let me know. Or if you want to see me do some kind of a technique, if I have the stuff, or just answer questions, or say good night, I don't know. Maria, what I'm doing is I'm making a bunch of background pages. Let me put these stamps away before I drop them. I'm just making the backgrounds right now, and I've done several, and I have a project that I'm going to be putting together for February. And it has to do with the artist Frida. And so she did really bright works, and so this is going to be like some backgrounds for that. So we'll figure that one out. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. They're just there for now. And then I was showing them examples of when you're working with really bright colors, then sometimes if you have black and whites or very neutral focal points, they look really cool on bright papers. So that's pretty much what we were talking about as far as that is concerned. I know, Ray, you do like bright colors, huh? You've mentioned that before. Well, that shows in your artwork too. I've seen your artwork. Oops, I'm loose. I got to get this paint off of here because I'm going to get it all over the place. Excuse all the noise. I got to get all my stuff out of the way. And I need to put a focal point with some kind of, else it's going to go crazy on me. The white, it starts losing its focus. There she is. There's some covers I've been working on. But these are not bright. These are very neutral, to say the very least. Ooh, I moved my camera. Somehow it moved. There we go. Do I use any of my work for journals? Yes, that's my favorite thing to do. I make journals, and most of the stuff that you see will make its way into either a journal that I make or kits that I put together for journals. But yeah, that's where it's all going to end up eventually. What are these on? Yeah, these are old book covers. Now the kit that I'm putting together, or that we're going to work together, it's going to be a bright, a colorful version of her as an artist. But I like to show contrast, so I'm going to show both, because in the kit it's going to be bright stuff, and it's also going to have the muted tones, because her art is very colorful, but her story is very dramatic. And as I mentioned at the beginning, there's several self-portraits that she has, barbed wire around her neck, because a reflection of a tortured soul, right? So, but I didn't want to put barbed wire, but but I did have, I like to do a lot of rusting, so I had a bunch of this stuff. So I thought it told the same story, a little bit different, but a slightly different um slant on it. Moss Cottage. I don't think so. I'm not familiar with that name. Oh, there's no secrets. Rusting, there's no secret. There's various, I mean, I have what I call out in my yard right now. I call it a rust garden. Anything that can rust, I just throw it out there and it starts rusting. There's no secret. I mean, you can speed it up and do rusting, um, you know, um, what am I trying to say? As opposed to a natural way, you can cause the rust. You can, what am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. But most of my stuff, I just do it naturally. I just throw it out in the yard and I leave it all year long. I'll use it like some of my plates, my metal plates that I use for my resting of my fabrics and stuff like that. I use them and then I throw them right back out in the yard and let them keep, um, you know, getting more and more rusty. But there are recipes out there for creating rust. I can't remember what they are right now, but I know it's hydrogen peroxide, salt, and something else. I can't remember what it is right now. Stuff you have around the house, and you just put the stuff, in some kind of a tray or something, throw everything in there, and the longer you leave it, the more it rusts. So, how I do my fabrics. Oh, that's even simpler. All right. Pretend this is a piece of rust. Pretend that's a piece of rust. Pretend this is a piece of fabric. Put your rust there. Put another piece of fabric there. And then I create what I call my rust lasagna. I just keep putting rust, fabric, rust, fabric, rust, fabric, rust, fabric. And then, if I have excess fabric left over, I fold it over and everything. And then I tie it up really tight so that there's a lot of contact, right? Because the only thing that's going to, print onto your fabric is whatever is making direct contact. And then I throw it in a black trash bag and throw it out in the sun. I only do this during the summer, spring and summer. And it literally heats it up. And the fabric, I forgot an important thing. The fabric, you have to dampen the fabric and add a little bit of vinegar to the fabric and then do what I just told you. Wrap it up, throw it up in the plastic bag, close it up, put it out in the sun, and leave it there for at least a day or two. And then peek at it, and see if it's got enough rust on it or not. And there you go. Um, you could wait. Let me read back here. Hold on. Let me catch up. Yeah, vinegar. All right. Yeah. Did did I glue the rust? Hi, Elizabeth. I'm not. Whoops, let me put it this way. I'm not too sure what you're asking me, Maria. Um, what I did. Um, all right. This paper right here And this printout is glued to a thin piece of cardboard. All right. Then what I did is I got the rest, and this is bent underneath um, the cardboard. And then what I did underneath in the back, I just put some tape over the edge of the wire. And then I glued this whole thing down to the book cover, if that's what you were asking me. So the wire isn't glued, it's bent underneath, taped, and then the whole piece is glued down to here. Oh, good, great. Yeah, that's how it's done. Let me get this stuff because it's starting to fall. I didn't put it up very well. I'm going to have a bigger mess than I care to. And see, here's some of the the lighter ones that I'll be using in here. I've just been playing with the different tones I want to use in that particular journal and some of her pictures. And so those are some of the things that will go in this journal. So it's going to be very monotone. The papers I'm going to use in there, I'm still not sure, you know, what kind of papers I'm going to use. I'm leaning toward craft paper and then putting some gesso over the craft paper. And I think that will give me kind of the look that I'm looking for. And then I'll use some of my papers that are from my, you know, some of my boils that I've done that, you know, the papers came out kind of messy, so I wouldn't be able to sell those, but they would look really cool in a grungy journal. I think I'll use those on there. Yeah, I mean, this is part of the project that we're going to be doing in February. And so our January project, those of you that aren't aware of it, I will do a short recap. Let me go get what we're going to be doing in January. I have it here somewhere. I'm supposed to be organized, remember? This is what we're going to be making for January. So for those of you that don't know, what I've changed kind of starting with the new year, I've kind of sort of changed how I'm approaching my kits. I've always done kits in my Etsy shop, and they sell well, but you know, I do follow-ups, and a lot of people don't use them because they get them and they don't really know what to do with them. So what I'm starting off with this new year, and January will be the first one, so we'll see how it goes, and it'll be a learning experience for me. But I had a kit in my Etsy shop, and this is the kit here, and all the contents, we'll be using it in one fashion or another. But what I did is I got the kit myself and made something with it. And so then what I'll do with on my channel, on my live, I'll go through step by step how to create what I created with the kit. That way, if you have the kit, then you know how to create. You'll be able to create this little book. All right. And in there, you know, like I say, you've gotten all your stuff. So this is the January one. And we're going to be doing this on the 15th of January together live. And it might take a couple of nights to do it. Hi, Suzanne. And it might take a couple of nights to do it. I'm not positive because depending on the questions I get and stuff like that, it might take a couple of days to get through it. So anyway, so that is January's, and of course it's already out and gone, and we're going to be working with that. So I've been working on the February and the March one. So the February is her, but we're going to concentrate more on a brighter version as a group, even though I'm going to include both things, and we might end up doing both of them. But here's one that I started off a cover with some cloth. And in that kit that I'm putting together, it's going to have some of the Cantha quilt, and we'll be making a soft cover and a brighter book, more reflective of the colors in her art. And then also by then I'll have this one done, and I could just show you examples of how you can make different looks with a lot of the same stuff that you have. So, but anyway, I'm having oodles of fun coming up with ideas. Like I say, on paper, I've already got like 6 or 7 of the kits in my head already on paper of how I want them to look and stuff like that. But what did I say? What time are you planning to start that? Of course, I have to work. I'm not sure exactly what time, to tell you the truth, but you're going to be able to go back. You may not be able to be there live, but you can always go back and watch the video, because what I'm going to do, instead of having it one big long one, my intention is to keep them relatively short, probably no longer than an hour and a half. That way you can come back. It'll be like in sections. We'll learn how to do, the basic cover. We'll learn how to do, basic things. And that way, on the title of the description of the video, it'll say, you know, um, what, working on the binding or whatever, and then the next one will say working on the signatures. And that way, even if it takes us 3 or 4 nights to put it all together, those that can't be there live, it'll be really super easy for them to start at the beginning. It won't be rushed. It won't be like one big long video and you forget where to start and where you ended. You'll be able to watch the whole video in one sitting and work on it. So that's my plan. um I'm trying to see the questions. um Yeah, I mean, I know exactly what you mean. I agree. Hi, Tanya. Now, I only had X amount of covers, and those all sold like practically the first day. I was very pleasantly surprised. They're all gone. But I did make copies, and so the other kits have a printout, and we'll go step by step how to make it end up looking like that, which is really easy, just with some cardboard. So it has a printout of the journal cover, and that's how it was. It was one full piece, and then I cut literally the book in half, and that's how I created that book. Um, so I only have the printout left. I do have a couple of those left, but all of the hard bound ones are those are all gone. When do you get home, Emmy? Oh, you get home like right now, huh? I think what I'll do, because there's so many different people across the United States and a few people, international, that maybe I won't do them all at the same time. That way, different ones can be there live. You know what I'm saying? Um, Right. Suzanne, this one's not sold out. Only the hardbound is sold out. You can still get all of the other stuff that we're going to be using, but you may have all the stuff already. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know that shift, it must be not fun. And it's probably hard on your body rhythm, right? You know, about you sleep when you get up. It's gotta be tough. Sorry, I gotta have another drink of my drink. Yeah, I bet. That must be really hard. That time element is crazy. So anything else? What else? What else? You got to keep me motivated, or else I don't know what to talk to you about. Help me out. Oh no, you're never gonna see each other and me. Um, Patricia, yeah, it's probably a little confusing. This is January's kit. We'll be making this. Okay, that's January's kit. This is not available yet. This is February's kit. I'm working on it. And we're going to be making something like this. And you'll have stuff to make something like that and stuff to make something like that. But that is February's. And I'm not done with February's yet. You want to see what's in the pack? Sure. No problem. And you know, anyone that's bought a pack from me will know that you always have stuff left over. We never end up using everything. I have a tendency to put more than what we need. Okay, so well, you have to see that so you can see how that applies. Okay, let me get that there. All right. So, like you said, it has a little plaque. It's got the gauze that goes in the middle. It's got this that helps with the way I do the binding. It's got this that goes on the spine. And then it has just a lot of different things that can be used. My idea of the little book was sort of like a nature kind of book that I would end up using like in the yard or something like that. Um, it that has to do with the yard. Everything I look at, I think about plants and nature and leaves and birds. I just see everything that way. That's just my problem. I have some of the eco prints in there, and then things that have to do with birdies, and then everybody gets a little bit of a printout about something. And then I started some background stuff for some tags that will work on. And then there's different types of little pieces of ledger paper, other kinds of paper, Japanese paper, a little bit of manila folder because that's what I use to put inside of there. And then just some little this and that, and then some naturally aged papers and some ledger paper. And then I put a couple of pieces of anything that came from, a gardening kind of book. And then some of my grunge paper, and then a couple of pages from another magazine or book that had to do with gardening. I love my black and whites. And then some other stuff that's been, grunged up with my Ecodyne. And then some of my grungy, not so well done Ecodyne gone bad, but they're still beautiful for journals and stuff. And then, of course, the printout thing. And then this thing that we use. And then a package. Where are those? Oh, I didn't put them in the bag because I didn't want them to, what do you call it? I'll get it. Hold on one second. I didn't want to put it in plastic. And then everybody gets to open up their own pack. I did an Ecodyne of one of these big pages right here. And I left everything in so that you guys, when you get it, you can open it up and, pretend like it's a little package. So you'll have all these pages to work with in the journal also. But I left it out of the package right now because I want it to be as dry as possible. But it's all dry now. We've been having the heater on. It's been cool at night, so it dried everything out. So that's what this is. Yeah, so that's everything you get in the kit. Let me get it back in. Oh, you did that, CJ? Oh, cool. That's a cool idea. This is all totally dry. You can just go ahead and put it in there now. It's totally dry. Suzanne, you need my papers, huh? Well, this can be yours. Oh, it can be yours, but stuff will be missing if I don't put that back in there. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, Rosemary, get a grip. Get a grip. I think I need to put this in here so it doesn't get all wonky. That doesn't matter if it's wonky. It looks better when it's wonky. All right. Again, let me get this out of the way. Let me give you something to focus on. Let me get one of my papers. I think it gets out of focus with that white. It tries to focus on something and it gets all blurry. Okay, next. Are we done? You still have questions? You know me, I'm still awake. Time is not a factor for me. I'm awake. But I need direction. It looks like me is like a case study. Am I awake in the morning? Oh yes. When my aging dog starts going, it's either get up or you're gonna have a wet floor. And I can't afford a wet floor. He can't get up on his own because of his arthritis. Once you get him up, he can walk, but he weighs 100 pounds and he can't get up on his own because his hindquarters, his muscles have completely like atrophied because of his arthritis and everything. It's really hard for him. So, yep, when I hear, I'm up, no matter what time it is. No, but I live on about how many hours? Maybe around 6, 7 hours, I guess, of sleep. They may not always be consecutive. Like, sometimes he will wake me up like 3 hours after I've gone to bed because his bladder says I gotta go. So, I have to get up and I have to go take him. And then I just go back to bed because I've only been asleep 3 hours, so I'm ready to go back to bed. Oh, Patricia, I'll do one. I'll do one. All we did is yeah, nobody's telling me what to do, so let's just go make another one. Let me get a couple of different colors so we're not working with the exact same ones. Let's do some blues and greens instead of the reds and oranges. Go with some cool colors as opposed to all of those warm colors, even though warm colors are my favorite. We all have to have our favorites. Well, now that I look at these, I even the colors of blues and greens that I get are more on the warm side of the spectrum. So, oh well, can't fight it. You know what you like, you buy it, right? Because see, even though those are on the warm side as opposed to the cool side, so there you go. All right, let's play. Ami tries to act all tough and everything, but she's a sweet person. We know, Ami, you're a good girl. Ooh, I love this color. Look at that color. It's so pretty. should share. Here's some secrets we should share. Yeah. I don't know why my sleeve won't stay up. I mean, you're crazy. How come it looks like the same color? Oh, probably because it is. She got me all discombobulated. Oh my goodness. I did the double whammy with the same paint. I don't want any more of that paint. Okay, oh dear. Look at the mess you made me do. I mean, this is all her fault. Oh my goodness, I gotta rip this thing out. Hold on. Man, she just totally got me out of whack. See, that's why I don't read stuff. Because I get totally distracted by you guys. What do you want me to make, Jennifer? I kept asking you guys, what do you want me to do? And nobody said anything. What do you want me to make? I can't think. I can do stuff. I just can't come up with the ideas right now. I've been doing so much stuff today. My brain's kind of shut down as far as ideas. Oh God. Okay, now we can put some warm colors in there. Now it'll get pretty freaky. Now we can make it look freaky. See, I got my husband prefixed. He came prefixed, so it worked out pretty good. I never wanted children. I never understood, the clock ticking. I think the battery was out of my clock because I never heard it tick. And so it worked out just hunky dory. Neither one of us wanted kids. And it's like, hello. I think there's some women that are just meant to be moms, They want them. They're good at being a mom. I don't think that would be me. I like when the kids go home. It's funny because, everybody says, oh, you're so good with kids. You'd have been a great mom. I said, no, I'm good with kids because I know they're going to go home. If I knew they were going to stay with me, they'd be driving me crazy. But I know I only have a half hour left and they get to go home. They're just darling. And it's so funny, because, you know, all of my married life, kids have always been drawn to my husband and myself. And I came to the conclusion it's just the fact that we have patience for them because we're not, you know, all tired out from having kids around all the time. Parents get tired. So they just think we're just the greatest. We're just so cool with this and we're that. No, it's that we don't have crazy kids like you. That's why you like us. If we were your 24-hour parents, you'd hate us. Because we've had to straighten out a few kids. They just like to lament about their parents to us, right? They opened up to us about other things, and then eventually, then they start complaining. Go, no, you are not going to complain about your parents to us. We know everything they do for you and the sacrifices my husband, my husband and I, we don't make one sacrifice for you at all. We don't want to hear no complaining. Woohoo, what else? Ooh, yellow green. I like that. Yellow green. This one's kind of cool, huh? I like it. I like it. Mikey likes it. Alrighty. Ooh, this is going to look really cool when I end up stamping it. That'll be later, though. Not now. That'll probably be tomorrow's project. During the tornado. That'll be the tornado project. Maria, it's going to be probably some backgrounds for this journal when I eventually make this. I wanted the pages in here to be really bright and colorful, and then the other one is going to be very monochromatic, more dramatic, the drama side of her story, and this will be more of the colorful side of all the colors that she uses in her art. That's the plan right now. Things tend to change sometimes midstream, but that's the plan right now. And so I figured what I do is, like I say, this is the plan right now, is that I would include, I don't know if a full page, but at least parts of a page in the kit so that they could, incorporate it. Depends how many I end up making. If I make enough to have a full, fold this up and include one full one in the kit, well, I'll do that too. But we'll see. my ideas keep changing, so I just kind of go with the flow. Like I also made a stamp that we'll be making with the kit, and it's a stamp of her. And maybe that's what I'll do. I'll show you one of those. We'll stamp it. We'll practice. We'll practice with it. It'll be a teaser to get you guys excited maybe for the February kit. Let's see. Put a little bit of worm in there. A little bit of worm. If I put these in a kit, I might put the full page in the kit, and then they can use it as a page in the journal, or cut them up and use them as tags, or whatever they end up deciding. I honestly don't know, because I haven't even decided how I'm going to use it. I still don't know how I'm going to use it. You know how that goes. You start off with one intention, and then as you go, wait a minute, I think this might look cool this way. And then it's something totally different. Whoops. Oops. See, that's what happened. I tore it off, so it's fallen over. That's what all that oops is about. That was all of me's fault, remember? Oops. Oh, bye, Suzanne. Is she leaving? I see somebody saying bye. I got in my zone again. Thank you for stopping by. Oops, upside down. Alrighty. That looks pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Oh, she's got to go to bed early. Doctor's appointment. Doctor's appointment. We'll do one more because this is already messy and I want to get it done. And then I'll show you the stamp. Ooh, that looks cool. Maybe. Ooh. Yeah, this is acrylic. It's very cheap. It's the cheapest paint you can get. Absolute cheapest. It's just craft paint. And so, yeah, it is a lot thinner than what you would get on, artist grade tube paints. One of the colors I used earlier was this acrylic, which is, more expensive paint. And man, it was like, you could tell it was thicker. The color was darker. It's just a better quality paint. But for this project, cheap is better. Okay, and now we'll put some of this, see what happens. Ooh, that covered it up a lot. That is weird. Very strange. And Okay, I toned it down a little bit. All right, I think except for a tiny little spot right there, I will call this one finito. Whoops. Okie dokie. I think that one's done. Whew, mess. Alrighty. I like how that one looks too. Looks pretty cool. Whoa. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. I'm getting crowded in by all these paints again. Oh boy. All right. Next. Drinking my drink. Oh yeah, it's not flashing, huh? Uh-oh. All right. Any suggestions? Yeah, that's cool, huh? I really can't wait to get into this project. I got my pile of all my stuff I want to, pretty much all my stuff I want to use. Show us, oh, the stamp. See, I'm glad you're reminding me because I forgot what I was talking about. Let me find it. It's in my freight pile. I hope. It better be. If it's not, then I'm in trouble. I might be in trouble. Whoa! Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. Uh-oh. Serious. 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 Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Never mind. Never fear. I'm too organized. Ta-da! This stamp I made. It looks like her a little bit, doesn't it? It looks like her a little bit. I think it came out kind of cool. And I made these too. So this will all be part of what we'll be doing in February. Thanks, Amy. I was kind of surprised myself that but it's a trick. Don't be patting me on the back too much. Cuz I don't know how to carve stamps. It's not a carved stamp. This is something that all of you guys can do because I did it. And where is all my stuff? And they are done. I did them with foam. See, there she is. And there's that one. And, oh, there's that one. There's the eyeball. There's that. Is that all I have? Yeah. I was going to do a couple of more, but I haven't done them yet. But anyway, yes, you can. That's the whole point. All the things that my goal is that each month, even though we're doing something different every month, I want to actually teach you something practical that you can continue to use in your journal making adventure, Um, and you can just use the same principle for, whatever type of journal you want to make. So, you know, but that'll be February. So no, I'm not teaching you right now how to do it. That's for another day. But I think it came out pretty cool. I was pleasantly surprised. Um, I can't remember either right now, Jennifer, what they're called. Um, oh, she wants a selfie. How cute. You can do that. You can, definitely. Come around in February, and if you don't know how to do this, we'll learn together how to do that when I do my lives. See how organized I was? I had everything in here. That's why I couldn't find it. Like, oh no, I lost it. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I think that's what the word she's looking for, Elizabeth. I believe so. Well, all that in general, that's what this type of stuff is called, right? I think. Oops, forgot to put the pattern back in. All right. Anything else? Anything else? My brain is not creative right now. Are you guys all fizzled out? Hey, if you guys can't come up with ideas, you can't expect me to come up with them all the time. Come on, people. Um, with what? I would just put either literally just a little bit of water or a little bit of matte medium. Of course, the matte medium will make it sticky, but paint's already sticky anyway. That's what I would do. If they're acrylic, just a little bit of water or some matte medium, and that'll thin them out. I should work on my I don't have anything. I don't know. I got a mental block about that. I haven't gotten any further than when I boohooed and complained to you guys about it. Although, oh, wait a minute. Wait. Look what I ordered. One of you guys suggested. I can't remember who suggested it. You know me, I get brain dead. Somebody suggested that I get this book. Oh, your matte medium stick? Then just some water I think would work just fine. My matte medium is watery. Water. Use water. Anyway, somebody suggested this and I ordered it. It's called Doorways and Openings. There was several different ones. I forget, there's like maybe 4 or 5 different ones. So I had to figure out which one to get. So for whatever reason, I picked Door Openings number 2. You're right, Jennifer. I told you. Stay on the ball. Keep me on the ball. Oh no, I got the hiccups. Keep me on the ball. Anyway, look at all this cool stuff in here I have to choose from. Woohoo! And you can use it in your art. You can use it for selling. You can make copies. She gives you permission for all that stuff. So, but look. And then what's cool about it is the picture is the same in the front and the back, so that if you want to cut it and open it, the door is on both sides. You don't like have to make a copy and glue the back and all that crazy stuff. It's ready to go. So I guess this is the way you're supposed to look at it. Now this is all doors, but my list I shared with you. I'm not just doing this type of door, but I love these doors. I have a whole file in my computer of doors very similar to this that I got off of one of the university. No, it was a I can't remember what site, but anyway, it's all free stuff. And I actually have some of these in my file because that's where she got all this stuff. It's all free stuff. Whoops, that's another project. See, another project. But she's just got it here compiled for you if you're just going to do collages and stuff like that. I mean, it's not coming along. I haven't done anything. That's my whole point. I'm kind of, I just haven't done anything. It's funny that I've noticed with myself that if there's something that I really, 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 really like and want to do, those are the ones I have the hardest time just doing it. And then the other stuff is just kind of, oh, I kind of like that. Let's try that. In 2 seconds, I've got it practically all done. So I guess I put like undue pressure if I'm putting some kind of like significance to it or something, or making it something special, and then I just kind of like sabotage myself. I think I put too much high expectation of what I want from the project, and then, you know, then I just don't do it. And I think that's the way to explain my door one. I really do think so. But I'm getting closer. Yeah, Kathleen, exactly. I think that's what happens to a lot of us, huh? It's just like, I don't know. Maybe we think if we do it and we finish it, then that we'll be disappointed because it won't be what we want or something. I don't know. And then if we don't put that much importance on something, then we don't care, you know. We don't have that high expectation, so we just finish it. I really like that. I wonder why. Look at the rust. And then there's a lot of the same ones just in a mini form. Now, see, my only problem, which you can fix it, but see, I don't like glossy stuff. I wish this had all been in matte. I'd have been a lot happier. But hey, she didn't ask me. It's not super glossy, but it's still glossy. And I don't like, I mean, who's got ancient glossy doors? You know what I'm saying? If you're going with this look, your look isn't glossy. At least for me, it's not. And that's it. But I'm happy with it. I mean, it'll give me a lot of inspiration. And yeah, she wanted a matte too. Yep. I like it. But these that other stuff I was showing you that I had done, I like that too because it had, you know, the openings and the doors. Where'd that go? See, it had those doors, has all these openings, all kind of going with, you know, what we've been talking about. I like that. Yeah, Elizabeth, that's what I'm going to have to do. If you put super matte medium, it does take away the sheen, and then I'll grunge it up. But she should have known better. She should have talked to me. What did you do with the long-legged lady? Who? What long? Oh, you're gonna have to refresh my memory with that one. The long-legged lady. Yeah, I'm gonna send her an email, Elizabeth. Oh no, your mom called you missed. You didn't miss nothing. We rehashed. We rehashed. Did you see the stamps? I showed, yeah, you were there for the stamps, weren't you? Oh, she's a colorist. Well, then she should have known. She should have known. Let's see what it says, who she is. Doesn't say anything about her personally. Nope. Well, she talks about putting some matte fluid medium on there, but that's to make the doors a little stiffer to open and close. Is to take the sheen away, Catherine. If you're going to do something, do it right. Does she have blonde hair? In the picture here, it looks more red than blonde, but it might be blonde because it's in matte, not in matte, so it's glossy. You know what I'm saying? But find out more at Creative Pilgrimage. Oh, Pilgrimage. Oh, yeah. If you see it's too glossy, I can't read it. .com. The images can be used to make soul collage cards. So she must make soul collage cards. Oh yeah, you can see the here it is. The process can be found at www.soulcollage.com. I don't know. But it doesn't even say she's an artist. Only thing it refers to is soul collage. She says she leads workshops on creativity, soul collage. So that's what she's known for. Oh, good. Look it up. Somebody's Googling. Kathleen's Googling for us. The grape cluster. Oh, wow. Man, I'm totally blank on that, Ami. Was it in my black and white journal or a color journal? I don't know why I can't remember that. What's a grape cluster? How funny. I can't think of what that was. Yeah, she's got several of these books. I think I'll just print out also the ones that I have. I could just make photocopies of these and then they wouldn't be glossy. But it probably wouldn't print as bright as these are bright. But oh well. I can work with it. Uh-oh, Maria's going. Thank you. Look forward to seeing your self-portrait stamp. I was cutting and gluing. That must have been black and white. That's all. I haven't really been doing anything else. Let me see. No grapes. Let's see. Maybe I already did something with it. Long legs and a grape. It does not even ring a bell. Are you talking about that one? That wasn't a grape. Those were tree limbs. Is that what you're talking about? I don't think so. Nope. Oh, her? There's no grapes involved. Oh, keep going. Never mind. Okay. I haven't done that much in this book. I just started this book. No, no grapes. Back up. Back up where? That one? There's no grapes there either. Well, I'm sorry. This is a lady. There's no grapes. There's no legs. There's nothing involved. No grapes. What about this? There's no grapes. And there's no lady. Well, there's a lady, but there's no legs, no grapes. Oh, you had to go to work. I don't know. You expect me to remember something like that? Oh, her. Oh. Well, I don't remember the grapes, but she's done for now. I gave her the legs of that statue. And and then I think this is supposed to be like a lemon or something. And I put the lemon on her head. Oh, maybe. You know what? I don't remember. I probably was going to use something like that, but I changed my mind. I have my little bucket where I was getting all my stuff from. My little black and white bucket. I don't even remember the grapes. I'm sorry. It doesn't mean it wasn't happening. It just means I don't remember it. Let me see what kind of stuff we got here. You look pretty grape free. Nope. Well, if I was going to, maybe I tossed it out because I decided not to. No signs of grapes anywhere. We are totally grape free. Ooh, but there's half a face. I kind of like that half a face thing. The one I took the eyes out of. I like her face. I think that face is kind of weird. I like it. What could we put in place of her eyes? There must be something I got in here. Some mushrooms, maybe? Oh. Some caps to a wheel. Hubcaps, right? Hubba hubba. Oh, you guys, I had to pass up another steal of a beautiful chaise lounge because I have no place to put it. I'm just dying. I don't know what I gotta stop looking at that stuff. And I didn't really even look for it. It just popped up on the side of my Facebook. It's a local shop here that sells really cool stuff. Actually, pretty cheap, actually. I don't have any place to put it, Amy. That's the problem. If I had some place to put it, I would have bought it in a flash. It was only $50, and it was an antique. And it was cool looking. Okay, I got to see if these things are going to fit. Now, I think they're going to be too small. And then I got to get rid of her somehow with something. I'm not sure with what. Somehow I got to get rid of that. I don't have any. That'd be cool. The window to the soul. I don't have any that small. I'll double check. I don't think I do. Oh, wait a minute. They're too big, though. Nope. That's the only windows I have. And then they would have to be cut, and then it wouldn't even look like a window anymore, probably. Doesn't look like a window anymore. That might work, huh? In the middle. It doesn't listen. I listen. Use my new book. No, they're not black and white. I gotta use black and white. My new book. They're not. I can't use my new book. There's no windows. No windows. It's the same as those. Rosemary, what? That, what, that white one? But it looks just like this one. Front cover. Like that? I just don't know. Oh, that's just too creepy. Okay. Okay, that's creepy. Uh-oh, something just fell. Uh-oh. Oh no, all my stuff. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. That's what I get. Huh? Oops. She just lost her eyeball. The creepy mama. That's right. She does, doesn't she? She does. She does have prosthetic eye. Yeah, I know. Her brain's ready to pop out. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it speaking to anybody? Now I'm going to pick all this mess I just drew up. All right, so if I leave her like that, if I do her like that, I might need a bigger page. Okay, so if I put her there, I gotta cover up all of this. And you need to start gluing, Kathleen. That's the fun. Yeah, she's got a hat. She'll have like some kind of psychedelic bandages or something. All right, first things first. Let's get her eyeballs in. Where's my glue? Where's my glue? Where'd my glue go? Here it is. All right, so Maybe this will work. Maybe it won't. Oops. Nope, I just messed it up. I should have taped that together. That'd have made it so much easier. Okay. Somehow I think I'm doing all this backwards, but the end result will be the same. I hope. I hope. Oops. Okay. And now her crazy bandage. And then I'll put another little something in the center there. Maybe just cut another one. Maybe it just needs to be a little bigger. Oops. I think makes it look a little too weird. Well, like she doesn't already look weird. I have to think about that. Maybe she just needs a. Oh no. I think I might need to go to bed. Hello. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh yeah, she does. Some kind of a bug. A bug. Oh, that's all she needs. And then it'll be perfection. Yes, yes. Glue it. Glue it. Glue it. I like how you think of me. Just glue it. Oh, it looks like a bug right there already. Yes, quick, quick, quick. Before I change my mind. She's looking down now, though. Wait a minute. Uh-oh, it's already glued. Well, one eye can be looking at the bug. I don't think both eyes are gonna look at the bug. Oh my goodness. Okay. She's on black background, so let's give her a little definition. Let her stand out a little bit. Very good. That's better. Okay, let's We'll trim it off later. All right. Let's glue her down and we'll trim her and then we'll go find a bug. Oops. Oh my. Okay. I need to cover that little mess up right there. I don't like that. Oh my. All right. Now, don't show my husband. Yes, this is very strange. I would agree with that 100%. Yeah. Oh no. All right. So I have numerous bugs. That I can stamp on her. They can be itty bitty ones. They can be big ones. I got some smaller ones. Oh, she's not a robot. She's just scared to death of the bugs. The frog. Where's the frog? Oh, yeah, there's the frog. I got two frogs. How did I end up with two frogs? Okay. Why can't I go? Here's a big old fly. I don't know. There's too many to choose from. They're all kind of fun. Uh-oh, they just all fell out. We can do the frog. No problem. No problem. Let's see. Where's my little stamperoonie thing? And what is the frog after? It's not after her. Frog's probably after. The frog is after. All the little bugs in the bubble. See, when first glance, you won't even notice the bugs. You'll just see black and white. Camouflage bugs. It just looks like part of the decor. That's why she's Boogie. She's Boogie. She is Boogie. Okay, so now everyone will think, let's see. Everyone's going to think that he's after the fly, but he's really after the little bugs. There we go. There we go. And you know, it does look like she doesn't have eyebrows, right? Okay, I'm on a roll. We're not done, Amy. She needs eyebrows. They're centipedes. The girl is really bugged. Oh my goodness, I think she's done. I think she kind of yeah, I got to fix her eyebrows. She kind of over plucked, don't you think? I hate when they do that. I hate over pluckers. Okay. I don't want it to go any further. Right there. There she goes. Yeah, now she's not over plucked. Excellent. So am I, Amy. I'm going to have nightmares after this one. Okay. Yep, she's done. Hey, watch it. How come my camera went goofy? It got crazy with the black and white. Yeah, she over and undered. She really did. Yeah. Oh, well. Okay, then. It is, oh my goodness, people. It's almost 2:00 at my house. All right. We are done. Thank you for the inspiration. Happy nightmares, everybody. Don't start scratching. It's not real. And I will see you guys whenever I see you guys. Thanks a lot for keeping me company. And see you guys later. Good night, everybody.